Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Remember, Brock and Wine coming up 1 week, Saturday. Get your tickets at brortho.com. Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com. Semaglutide, tirzepatide, weekly injections for weight loss. Check them out, uniquephysique.com. And, of course, Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions and restoredmotions.com. Okay, y'all, final day here from Radio Row at SEC Football Media Days. It is Arkansas, Auburn, Texas A&M, Kentucky. Those are the four. And that is sort of the pales in comparison to the news. DJ Pickett, 5-star, number one cornerback in America on a Wednesday evening, picked LSU. So, for all y'all peeps, y'all know who you are. For all y'all peeps. Cory Raymond ain't got it no more, man. Cory Raymond's overpaid. Why we got Cory Raymond? He's lost a step. DJ Pickett consistently said that his relationship with Cory Raymond was unlike any other. During his commitment and on three, he was asked why he picked LSU. He said, "You're a DB, you go play for Cory Raymond, that's all you need to know." Now, I did mention this on Locked on LSU, so please go listen to the Locked on LSU podcast today if you haven't done so yet. However, you get your podcast or on YouTube. I was told the NIL number from LSU's collective for DJ Pickett was $750K. That was not as much as Oregon offered. So LSU offered less, but apparently Cory Raymond made up the difference. So DJ Pickett, and then maybe being from Florida, not having to travel across the country to play, in the other corner of the country at Oregon, maybe all that factored into it. So DJ Pickett will be an LSU Tiger, massive third 5-star commitment, joining Bryce Underwood and Harlem Berry. And maybe another one to come this weekend with 5-star wide receiver Derek Meadows out of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas set to commit. There's a lot of thought that he'll be an LSU Tiger as well. So really special class building for Brian Kelly and the Tigers right now. And DJ Pickett's just huge. I mean, you look at that cornerback room, you really look at the entire secondary. LSU's got 18 scholarship players in the secondary. I don't know that any of them is a draftable player right now. I mean, I guess you could have guys have really good blow-up seasons. Some of the young guys like P.J. Woodland could grow and develop and become really good players. But like today, right now, I don't know that I would tell you anybody in LSU secondary is a draftable player. You change that in a hurry when the number one cornerback in America picks LSU. So DJ Pickett picks the Tigers, 17 commits. Number 3 class in America right now, with just 17 commits. Like by comparison, Bama's up to 23 commits, so with 6 fewer commits, you're still right there in the mix. So LSU very much in the mix for potentially finishing with the number 1 class in America. The other news from Thursday, LSU flipped Texas A&M left-hander Connor Williams. So that's a really big get as well. We've talked about it here for a good bit. The 2 things Jay Johnson's staff still needed, the roster really. You needed to get another left-handed pitcher, and you need a catcher. Well, you got your lefty now. Connor Williams, number 12 left-handed pitcher of the country. So a 6'4", so you got another big lefty to add. I mean, you had 9 lefties last year, and it was probably too many. But, the only 2 you have returning are Cade Anderson and DJ Primo. Primo could be good but didn't pitch. And Anderson, we think, could be a part of the rotation. But, you needed left-handed options, and they got it. Hey, good morning. Sam Pittman's here. Right there, Sam Pittman. Right there. Sam Pittman getting started here on Radio Row. Arkansas starts today, so Arkansas is going to come do some Radio Row and then take their turn. Super nice guy. Could very well be his last year, though. I mean, it's not as brutal a schedule as they've had, but not a good team. And might be the end. So we'll see. Okay, real quick, let's get some. I got to get rolling here because I gotta make a lot of hay here this morning. Get as much recorded as I can before we get out. We're flying home at 2:30, so be getting to the airport around 12:30 today. So fire away. Devin Kelly, what's good, man? Aaron Hornsby, good morning. Leon, hope TFW is treated well. It's been good, man. It's been really good. The setup here, I think, has been great. Downtown Dallas is not impressive, but the surrounding areas are good. Went to Nick and Sam's last night for dinner with family who's in town. So great experience, man. One of I'm telling you, the steak I had last night, I had the long bone, dry aged ribeye. That is in consideration on the short list for the best steak I've ever had. That was awesome. So let's see, Devin been sick. I hate to hear that, man. Cory Raymond is a beast. You're right about that. Guy Brooks, good morning. Got it. Make defense great again. Brett, good morning. Celebrate my 40th on the 16th. That Parish hat might be one of the most comfortable hats I've ever worn. It's great meeting you over in Lafayette last week, Brett. I look forward to working with you a little bit. Was talking to Veronica yesterday as well about what we're going to be able to do with you. So we'll be in touch, man. But thanks for repping the Parish hat. Wendell Norman, Brant Roban. Looks like Jay has another good problem to have with the talent. I haven't said that. We said the same thing last season. Does Jay have the same struggles? I don't know. See, the problem was, Brant, remember, after the championship season, you lost Cruz, Joe Bear, Thompson, Dugas, Peloso. You lost so many guys that, like, there were so many jobs up for grabs. This is different because you return everybody except Milazzo, Travinsky, Tommy White. You return everybody else. So, I mean, Priester's your starting catcher. Basically, you've got third base and DH open. So it's different. You just don't have as many spots up for grabs. Again, guys coming into this roster know that for next year. Make defense great again. Abner Neal, watch Locked On LSU. Morning Scone AFR, great content. You're the best. Thank you, Abner. Very kind of you, man. I appreciate it. Armani not drafting Bear is the most disrespectful, bittersweet thing that could have happened. Armani, you got to remember, man, it's different. It's not with the baseball draft. He didn't go undrafted because he wasn't worthy of a pick. He went undrafted because he didn't agree to terms. Okay, so like, if a player with leverage lets teams know my number is $1 million. Well, if nobody's going to pay him $1 million, I mean, they can call and say, hey, would you take 750? Would you take 800? Would you take 400? Whatever. And I don't know what kind of calls he got, but the point is, he didn't go undrafted because he wasn't worthy of a pick in a 20-round draft. He went undrafted because he had a number with his leverage that no one was willing to pay. And it's to LSU's benefit. Leon, good morning. Rocky, love so much we have Cory Raymond back in the purple and gold. The doubters can kick rocks. Amen. I'm trying to tell y'all. Cal DeVille, why people either taking Bama over LSU and saying LSU will only win 9.5 games. I mean, Vegas has LSU over under 9.5. Same as Bama. Who do you have winning third baseman job, Dickinson or Reeves? I'd probably say Danny Dickinson. But Tanner Reeves could certainly be in that mix as well, man. But I'd probably say Dickinson to start the season. Cliff, what's good, man? Let's hope between now and signing time he stays committed. Can we get more people at the podium with Texas Longhorns coming out of the side of there? Whenever I saw Cobble's tweet, if you haven't seen it, go look at Michael Cobble on Twitter. The way that they positioned the background behind the Texas players, the Longhorn logo was behind their head, so it looked like they had horns coming out of their head. It was hilarious. A quote to it, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is going viral. And then boom. I mean, last time I looked last night, it was at like 300,000 views. It's going to keep going. Connor, this is why we're paying Cory Raymond, for those wondering. You never know. That's what makes recruiting so fun. Barry, what's good? Don Juan, will Billy... yes, I'm actually going to go... I'm supposed to go talk to Billy Lucci just here in a little bit, so yes. Do these guys have more than 1 year? Connor Binge, Chris Stanfield, Devin Sheeran, Trevor Schmidt, Daniel Harden. So yes, but they'll be draft eligible next year. So could be more, you know. Stephen Miller turned up the jukebox. There you go. Christian, good morning. I don't remember if you mentioned it before you left for media days. What's your bold take for the year? You went 500, saying it was Jimbo and Drink's last media days. Yeah. Well, my bold take last year was Jimbo, but I did also say I thought Drink would be done, and they won 11 games, so I was wrong there for sure. But the bold take on that video that Marler did was Jimbo. I think my bold take is that Bama loses 3 games. I think Bama's 9-3 in the regular season. I think Bama's 9-3. Kelly Gross, Bailey C. If I could have one between Moore and Pickett, I'd rather have Pickett. We need DBs. We'll be more than okay at wide receiver. I agree. I'd rather them both. But yeah, I agree. I'd rather Pickett. LSU hiring Austin Thomas already paying off. Glad the NIL is getting organized. Just to keep in mind, Austin Thomas is not the one organizing LSU's NIL efforts. There was talk about him taking over there, but he is not the one organizing LSU's NIL efforts. He's involved, and make no mistake. I mean, as the GM and a guy who's effectively roster building, he's involved, but he's not the one organizing the NIL efforts. Hey, Dad, what's going on? Rick House, what's going on? Dude, Steven, you're right about that, man. And honestly, they did Kentucky really dirty, making them go last. If I had to guess, I would say probably 30% of the media will still be here. So Kentucky's dead last. I think 30% of the media will still be here when Kentucky comes through. Definitely did Kentucky dirty, making them go last. Larry is usually somebody intriguing goes last, right? So like last year in Nashville, I think like Tennessee was last. All the people in Tennessee were going to stay. In Hoover all those years, either Bama or Auburn was the last day. Or it's like, when Jimbo was always someone interesting rolling through last. Kentucky. Larry, what's good? Leon, yeah, man. Dick and Sam's was great. Gorilla, good morning. Rocky, it is Drew. Thank you, Rocky. Today is Drew's birthday, so my baby boy turns 10 years old today. I can't wait to get home and squeeze him tight and give him all kind of kisses and wish him happy birthday, man. 10 years ago, just after 6 p.m., Drew came into the world, but 10 years, man. You need to take exposed on AFR about the folks who said Cory had lost and couldn't recruit anymore. Might be able to do that. Favorite interaction of a coach or player? Yeah, man. I think tell you, man, Blake Shapen yesterday was really impressive. If you missed that conversation, kid from Evangel, went to Baylor to play for Dave Aranda, had some immediate success, was the MVP of that 2021 Big 12 championship game. Kind of lost his job, transferred to state. Really impressive, though, man. Probably Blake Shapen. Taylor, prods up. What's something you need answered from BK? I asked him about the DBs, but, corner this year, and I thought he gave a good answer to it. Melody watched Locked On, loved it. People hating on Cory Raymond because Florida fans are blaming him for their defensive woes, and dumb LSU fans are listening. He's still the GOAT. Melody, I'll continue to say it. The reason DBU, Cory continued recruiting to the end. You had Eli Ricks and Dwight McGlothern and Demarius McGee and Raydarius Jones and LaTerrence Walsh. You had guys. But Ed got fired, Cory wasn't retained, and all them dudes left. So year one under BK, they went ham in the portal and hit on a lot of guys. Didn't do well recruiting the high school ranks. Year two, they went back into the portal, missed on all the guys, and you still haven't supplemented the high school ranks, so or built from the high school ranks. About to change that. Florida fan says glad Cory Raymond's gone. Didn't do anything. I mean, Cory Raymond didn't want to be in Gainesville, and he and Billy Napier were like oil and water, and he didn't want to be there. So should have never left LSU, man. It's a big mistake Brian Kelly made not retaining Cory Raymond. Probably the biggest he made. Joseph, good morning. LSU has now has 4 players that are number 1 in their position in 2025. Yeah, let Cory Raymond play neck. Brian, good morning from Bloomington, Indiana. Yes, sir. Kyle, who's your picks for SEC championship? Yeah, Georgia, Texas. I think Georgia and Texas play at least twice this year, possibly 3 times. Mike, thoughts on ESPN not having Breeze in the top 100 athletes of the century? I mean, you mean since the 2000s? I really don't have a thought on it. I didn't even know they were listing the top 100 athletes, so I really don't care. But if they haven't done the top 25, yeah, let's wait and see the list because he should be. I mean, he finished his career as the NFL's all-time leader in passing yardage and touchdown passes and completions. Joseph, is there a signing day for college baseball? How does that work? Yes, it's the spring signing period. Or I guess actually I guess the baseball guys probably signed in the fall signing period. But yeah, signed, but they lost their coach, who was let out of his letter of intent. Kyle DeVille, thank you, man. Tiger Diver, thank you, man. Double digits, man. Hashtag Team Drew, thank you, man. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it, y'all. Melody, thanks, man. Cliff, can you explain either now or tomorrow how the TAF and Bayou Traditions joining is specifically better? What are they doing differently than we're doing separately? So TAF had 0 to do with Bayou Traditions and NIL before. As a matter of fact, the big problem was they were kind of competitors, right? So TAF, Bayou Traditions, the LSU Foundation, alumni, like all these different organizations are all fundraising, all for different things. LSU Sports Properties, they're either fundraising or selling, all basically calling on the same people for different things. Well, TAF obviously has a long history, tons of resources, and so Bayou Traditions hiring TAF effectively means TAF now becomes the fundraiser for Bayou Traditions, which is huge. Cory Raymond haters kick rocks. I agree completely. Antron, will do, man. 10 years old, man. Crazy. Will do. All right, Armani answered that one. Yeah, they do have more than 1 year, but they're all draft eligible after this season, so they could sign after this year. Okay, y'all, let me get going here. I got to go. Final day here, Radio Row, SEC Football Media Days. Shout out to Brock right there. Brock Rock and Wine coming up Saturday, a week from Saturday, y'all. July 27th, 1 week from Saturday. Brock Rock and Wine. Hope to see y'all there at Tiger Stadium. Hey, look, and if you need a roof, we'd love to give you that free, no obligation roofing inspection. Y'all help us spread the word. Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Fired up, man. You can go to the website, parishbuilt.com, and fill out the form on the homepage. We'll be in touch to give you that free, no obligation roofing inspection. And of course, Unique Physique, semaglutide, tirzepatide, once a week injections to help with weight loss. Check them out at uniquephysique.com. Okay, y'all. Have an awesome day. We'll give you a look down Radio Row. Final day. Well, that big piling's in the way. There's more, but anyway, whatever. Okay.